Latest news, Caitriona Balfe publicly announces she is pregnant with Sam Heughan. Caitriona Balfe, the talented and iconic actress who played Claire Fraser in Outlander, suddenly appeared on her personal Instagram in a short 90-second video. She was wearing a white silk dress, standing in front of a blooming flower garden in the suburbs of Western Ireland. "Hi everyone," she said, her eyes sparkling even though her voice was still shaking slightly. "I know there have been a lot of rumors. I kept quiet not because I was avoiding it, but because I needed to be sure. But today, I want to share this from the bottom of my heart." She gently placed her hand on her stomach. "I am pregnant. And yes, the father is Sam." The whole world seemed to stop for a second. The secret days. No one, including those close to the Outlander crew, expected that after more than 10 years together on screen, the love story between Caitriona and Sam would turn from fiction to reality. They have repeatedly denied the rumors, insisting that they are just close friends. Caitriona got married in 2019, Sam is still single. But since season 7, viewers have noticed that they often avoid looking at each other in interviews, not because they are cold, but because they have something to hide. A source from behind the scenes recounted, "We felt the change. They were no longer acting, they were living as Jamie and Claire, even when the cameras were off." And then, during a night shoot in Glencoe, Scotland, the place where Jamie Claire first fell in love, it all began. Night in Glencoe. According to leaked studio logs, the scene that day was a simple one. Jamie took Claire to the top of a mountain to watch the sunrise. But when the director shouted, "Cut," they didn't leave each other's side. No one said anything, only Sam gently stroked Caitriona's hair, a gesture that wasn't in the script. A camera assistant wrote, "I don't know why I cried. There was something so real. So human. So loving." From that night on, the whole crew knew they had crossed the line. Forbidden love. The problem was, Caitriona was still married to musician Tony McGill. But that marriage had long since cooled, according to her best friend. They lived like roommates. There was no hatred, but there was nothing left. Tony respected Caitriona's work, but he couldn't accompany her. At the end of 2024, Caitriona and Tony quietly separated. No press, no noise, and that was when Sam became her biggest support. Unsent letters. In the leather notebook that Sam often carried with him on set, people discovered several short poems, unsigned, but clearly addressed to someone special. "If time could be reversed, I would not wait 10 years to say, 'I love you.' I have been through so many seasons, so many scenes, only to understand that the safest place is when you look at me like Claire used to look at Jamie." Another page has just one line, "Being a father, a role I never dared to dream of." While the fandom was still in shock after Caitriona's post, an anonymous source from Entertainment Confidential magazine released a photo, Sam and Caitriona walking hand in hand from a maternity clinic in London, May 2025. Sam wore a hat to cover his face, but his eyes were unmistakable. The caption below read, "First appearance, no longer Jamie Claire, but Sam Cat. Future parents." Public reaction. Social media exploded. Twitter was overwhelmed. The hashtag #SamCatBaby climbed to the top of the global trending list in just 3 hours. Fans were divided into two camps. One camp was full of support, calling this a miracle after decades of waiting. Another camp was against it, saying Caitriona betrayed her ex-husband and Sam took advantage of her co-star. On Reddit, a comment went viral, "Maybe true love needs to be played on camera 1,000 times before it's brave enough to step out into the world." Sam speaks out. A week after Caitriona's post, Sam Heughan posted a short video. No background music. No editing, just him. Windblown hair, tired but determined eyes, I know I'm not perfect. But this is real. I love her, and we're going to have a baby. I don't want to hide it anymore, because it's not something to be ashamed of. He paused, then continued, shaking slightly. I've played the father a lot. But this time, I'm going to be real. Quote,